With 50 laps to go, Sprint brings you an inside look at what's happening now inside the NASCAR Sprint Cup Series. Biggest mover in this race, up 30 spots from where he started, Mike Bliss. The field was set by championship points. Denny Hamlin has the fastest speed of this race, 197.4 miles per hour. For more NASCAR stats, in-car audio, and live race radio, sprint.com/speed.
It's like head to head, Mike. Everybody's starting to find their pairings, find a buddy. That 29 car, he came from back here in the back all day long. He's a fast car and he's pushing Hamlin pretty good. Push, push, push. Look at that cowl flap, Larry. That's pressure under the hood. Cowl flapping open there. See that thing right in here, folks. That's pressure under the hood. I haven't seen that down here like that, like we have this time. Has to have something to do with a spoiler.
But Darrell, when I look at Kevin Harvick, this 29 car, he's made up 25 spots since that last restart. But I think this jives with what Matt Yoakum was talking about. These guys that had been hanging out at the back, they wanted to make their move before we get to those green flag pit stops where they could be in a good position then.
We have tied the NASCAR Sprint Cup record for lead changes in one race, 75. And those are just the lead changes at the start-finish line. With Denny Hamlin out front and Kevin Harvick trying to get the lead. For not the first time today. Like Dale Jr. all by himself went down to the bottom, and the Pied Piper picked up a couple. And he's trying to bring that most inside lane to the front with Jamie McMurray and Clint Bowyer.
Two other drivers that's been hanging out at the back all day long. McMurray, the winner here in the fall, the winner of the Daytona 500 in the one car, and then Bowyer in that 33, just like his teammate Harvick in the 29. They've been at the back the entire race.
I like what Jeff Burton said in our pre-race show. Sure like to have a heart monitor on some of these guys right now, because I'm going to tell you, she's racing.
How high does a heart monitor go up?
2 something, as far as I know.
Biffle and Johnson from the middle lane pick up Keselowski. And let's check on our leader, Matt.
Curtis Markham, Hamlin's spotter, just alerted him that the 29 of Harvick was checking up just a little bit to get a little more air into his car. It was running hot. Not to think that Harvick was maybe setting Hamlin up to make a move and dump him and go for the lead. So right now they're just riding until the pit stop.
No, and that's another thing, Larry, I was talking about. You ride at the back. Now you get up here with the good guys. Uh-oh, too much tape, running hot. That's something you got to find out before the end of this thing.
Now from the pits, we've learned that green flag pit stops should begin in about 2 laps.
Well, the window will open then. You can go a little further than that, but that's when that window opens that will get you to the end of this 188-lap race.
David Reagan from Unadilla, Georgia, goes to the front. Many have felt that among the 4-car Roush team that Reagan's was the most in need of improvement this year, but he has run enough out front today, a race where he's won in the Nationwide Series, to be a strong contender this afternoon.
Well, I think we'll all agree this is a fish or cut bait year for David Reagan in that 6 car.
It's also a fish or cut bait moment too, because he's sitting there with a bunch of hungry hounds right behind him.
There's the record, 76 lead changes today. Denny Hamlin back to the front with Kevin Harvick.
Harv's in trouble.
And
down
Logano
on the bottom.
Back a little further. Logano is stacking them up toward the back of the field.
Yeah, it happened going through turn 1 and 2. In fact, the 1 car, McMurray, just about ran over him over there going through 1 and 2.
Most likely a little too much bump drafting got him a little sideways and they had to check up.
They may be setting up to come to pit road this time, possibly. We might see that group hitting pit road.
Carrying too much speed right here, but perhaps getting himself into position and wanting to be on the bottom for when he makes that stop.
I believe the 20, I think he got a little too much bump drafting and it got him loose and they had to check up. As I said earlier, when you get to this point right before pit stops, this is when your car is the hardest to drive. You're out of grip, you're low on fuel, the back of the car is light, there's no fuel back here to hold it down. They move around a whole lot more right here before pit stops.
Denny Hamlin continues to pull them around with Reagan in second.
A lot of times, Mike, this is when you start to say to yourself, uh-oh, I'm not as good as I thought I was. You know, I thought I had a pretty good car, but all of a sudden the intensity has picked up, and I'm not so sure.
145 complete. 43 laps to go.
We're coming. We're not coming this time, right? Next time, not this time.
Next lap or two, we'll see takers on pit road for sure.
But that's where you really have to make your driver understand, and you can't tell him going into turn 3. He needs to know a lap or two ahead when he's coming to pit road.
I always like to hear pit next time by. Don't leave any doubt in my mind. Just tell me next time by.
How about David Reagan? He may be saying lead next time by as he drops to the bottom. He's coming to the pits.
And he is bringing a bunch of them with him.
Whoa, man, Junior just about got into the back of Greg Biffle.
Now you're supposed to enter pit road single file. That won't be possible.
Look what happened to Casey Kane in the 9. Dick, he couldn't get on the pit road.
Well, we've seen this before. We saw it last week. Junior heard pit next time by, Darrell. It's what he wanted him to hear just a few moments ago on his radio. 2 tires for Junior. Krista.
Greg Biffle is in on the last stop. The 16 took fuel only. This time they are working around on the right side. A slight chassis adjustment for the 16 on this stop. Matt.
And the 48 of Jimmy Johnson expected to go right side tires only, topping him off with Sunoco fuel. Waiting on the fuel. Catch cameraman says we are good to go. He's away.
You have to wait on that fuel because this could be your last stop of the day.
I'm telling you, that's why I would take 4 tires. When I got to fill that thing up with fuel, he sat there long enough to get 2 more tires.
Absolutely. It may cost you another second or 2. You'll pull right back up.
And here comes everyone else to pit road this time by.
So we've had our full cycle of green flag pit stops within 2 laps, Dick.
And David Rudiman is in. He has had a terrific run. He has run up front all day. A good pitcher and good being pushed. Steve.
Dick, Steve Letarte gave Jeff Gordon the option of running an extra lap. Right sides for Jeff Gordon. Krista?
Yeah, 4 tire stop for Kyle Busch. 4 tires for the 18, Matt.
His teammate, the 11, Mike Ford's call, 4 tires for Denny Hamlin. No chassis adjustment. Meanwhile, Tony Stewart is already away. He went 2 tires only.
Big land rush off pit road. Coming out of their pits. Near contact between Rudiman and Logano. Didn't see a mark on either car, but it was close.
But to Darrell's point, the 18 and 11 took 4, and they came out with everyone that took 2.
Exactly.
Penalties. Too fast exiting. Robbie Gordon, Kurt Busch.
And that's penalties this late in the race that'll take you right out of the picture.
Can't overcome that.
On the first group to come to pit road, watch the 9 of Casey Kane. He ducks out of the around the outside of the 19.
Oh, here he's back up here. I'm sorry.
There he is.
Here he is.
Comes around Sadler. Now comes to the inside. Figures not going to make the commit cone. We're going to stay out. But he's lost all his speed.
Yeah, I just don't think he could get slowed down and make the commitment cone because there was room to make it.
We've cycled through, and this is our leaders right here. David Rudiman in the 00. And how about Montoya in that 42? He wants the lead.
And who's that pushing him?
That would be his teammate,
Jamie McMurray.
2 guys that hung out to the back. They went to the back before we completed 1 lap of this race.
Yeah, remember everybody said, oh, McMurray's got a problem. Don't have a problem anymore.
Montoya is
You are the leader.
Record 29th different leader, and we still have 40 laps to go in Talladega.